Welcome to today's deep dive. Imagine a battle-hardened military general, a man who spent his whole life defending Thailand's borders, fighting back tears on national television.
Yeah, it's an incredible image.
Right. So our mission today is to explore the emotional fallout and, well, the really intense strategic debate following a tragic attack in southern Thailand that claimed the lives of 5 military rangers.
We're going to be analyzing recent Thai news coverage to try and understand this fierce clash over how to handle border security.
And just to be clear right up front, we are simply unpacking the viewpoints from the sources here. We aren't taking any political sides, just looking at what's being said.
Exactly. Impartial analysis of the material.
So, okay, let's unpack this. We have Defense Minister Lieutenant General Adul. The public backlash against him was huge, almost like, I don't know, a fiercely protective parent being accused of just abandoning their family.
Right.
How does a hardened military man end up with tears in his eyes over social media criticism?
Well, the criticism hurt him so deeply precisely because of his military background. I mean, during the interview, the minister actually said that the green is always on his scalp.
The green is always on his scalp, like the uniform.
Exactly. He meant that his core identity as a soldier and a commander, it never left him. So losing subordinates is just his ultimate pain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but as a politician now, he realized that using really aggressive rhetoric would be like, pouring oil on the fire.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though. Because if he's a soldier at heart, why wouldn't he come out swinging? Isn't the Army Chief of Staff, General Chayapruk, kind of right to declare it's time to hunt the attackers?
It's a stark contrast, for sure.
I mean, how can you negotiate with perpetrators who just ambushed a checkpoint with pipe bombs?
It's a completely natural reaction. General Chayapruk represents that tactical hunting strategy. He's vowing to track down the killers no matter who hides them.
Right, which sounds like standard military procedure.
Yeah, it does. But conversely, you have Minister Adul advocating for peaceful negotiation. He actually, and controversially, urged the public not to use the word hunt.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he argued that the attackers, despite the horrific violence, are fellow Thais with different views who should be engaged through existing dialogue channels.
Calling them fellow Thais right after a bombing.
Yeah.
I mean, that certainly explains the massive public backlash.
Oh, absolutely. But he's looking at the mechanics of counterinsurgency. Calling it a hunt validates the narrative that the state is just this oppressive force.
So it's a clash between immediate tactical hunting and, I guess, long-term peaceful negotiation.
Yeah.
How do you balance those two?
That is the ultimate challenge, and it brings in the perspective of the National Security Council. They essentially mandate a dual approach.
A dual approach, meaning both at the same time.
Right. They argue that dialogue must remain open for the majority who are willing to talk, but strict, decisive law enforcement has to be applied to the specific people currently using violence.
Yep.
Yeah, you isolate the violence while keeping the door open for politics.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? I think it highlights that true leadership sometimes requires swallowing your own personal anger, right? And your public pride.
Definitely. Minister Adul took the hit to prevent escalating a cycle of violence. He suppressed his tactical instincts for the broader strategy.
Which leaves you with this final provocative thought. When dealing with deeply rooted conflicts, whether on a border or in your own life, at what point does the pursuit of absolute justice through force actually become the biggest obstacle to lasting peace?